You can't just ask customers what they want and then try to give that to them. By the time you have it built, they'll want something new. This quote by the late Steve Jobs helps define an understanding across multiple industries. To be successful, you have to have a clear understanding of your customer. Hello, my name is Joe Scanlon, and I've created a platform to solve this issue in the bar and nightclub industry called PubPulse.
Joe answered the first question, which is, what is your technology, product, or service? And then he briefly described what it is that he sells and the need it fulfills. He did that by first introducing and hooking the audience with a quote from Steve Jobs. Then he introduced himself, his concept for his business, and finally a little bit about the company itself.
PubPulse is a dual outlet software platform that replaces existing population counting methods like manual tallying with a mobile application that scans IDs and then saves the segregated data for viewing later. Bar owners will now be able to see detailed population information separated into genders and ages. Bar owners will also now be able to track that information and save the data and the effects of their decisions that they made, like drink specials, and more effectively manage their staff.
Joe built upon his hook, and he also again outlined the concept, what his mobile application solves, and the benefits of solving that problem to the main customers, the bar owners.
I'm looking to reach out to the bar and nightclub owners in the United States that entertain at least 20 patrons per night. The United States Census has outlined that there are 226,000 of these establishments in the United States with a healthy annual growth of 3%.
In this segment, Joe outlined question number 2, which is, who is your target market? He identified who will buy his service, and he also identified the size of the market. If you think of the judges and as investors, they're going to want to know how big your market is and where their money's going to. So he made sure he outlined again the current size of the market and also the growth rate.
I've outlined 2 major revenue streams that I will leverage for profitability by year 2. The first will be the subscription-based rate that we will charge the bar owner of $59 per month. Additionally, they will pay a $125 software setup fee. Secondly, we will sell targeted ad space on the consumer application so that vendors like Miller Lite or Red Bull can more effectively target an audience. We need at least 25 memberships to break even and have outlined additional revenue streams for the future. A majority of our client acquisition in year 1 will be through personal selling, and in year 2 we will develop a software as a service platform so that we can target more of the bars in the United States for year 2 and thereon.
In this section, Joe outlined question 3, which is, how do you expect to make money? And he also described exactly his revenue streams, which were his sales. He's going to charge a setup fee and memberships. He also talked about the price point, which he breaks even, and he talked about how he's going to get widespread recognition right away to develop his revenue streams.
Our major competition includes any staffing application or software that involves population segregation or recording. More specifically, software that utilizes intelligent video platforms that record population data for the public. Although they provide a similar function, the technology they use has a much higher margin of error, it does not verify age, and does not provide the bar owner with operational advantages that we offer.
In this section, Joe outlined question 4 and 5, which is, first, who is your competition? And then second, what is your competitive advantage, and how do you want to provide your product or service that is better than the competition? He did that by specifically outlining who his competition is and then what advantages he has over the competition.
We've finished our prototype software and acquired our initial beta users. We are currently seeking additional funds so we can advance our technology and further differentiate ourselves. Thank you for your time.
In this last section, Joe wraps up his pitch by showing another advantage he has and how he's moving his business forward, and then a key component is showing how he's going to use the funds that the competition is providing.